14 years after it first aired, a 2011 drama series has suddenly exploded back into the spotlight, climbing straight to the top of the streaming charts, and it's got the stamp of approval from none other than Stephen King. Yes, the master of horror himself, a man with over 66 books to his name, is praising a story that has nothing to do with haunted hotels or killer clowns. King has never been the type to keep his opinions to himself. Ever since his debut with Carrie in 1974, he's dabbled in more than just fiction, writing reviews, essays, and sharp commentaries on movies and TV. Recently, his own film The Life of Chuck earned critical acclaim, but he's just as quick to champion other people's work when it impresses him. And back in 2011, something on HBO really caught his eye. That year, King wrote a piece for Newsweek called Mommy Dearest and Her Devil Daughter, where he poured praise on Todd Haynes' miniseries adaptation of Mildred Pierce, based on James M. Cain's Depression-era novel. This was no ordinary period drama. According to King, it was a beautifully cold and meticulously crafted piece of storytelling, with what he called terrific acting and flawless 1930s set design. He even admitted it might be a little too long, but for him, the artistry far outweighed the runtime. Since then, director Todd Haynes has gone on to deliver award-winning films like Carol and May December, but it's telling that Stephen King singled out Mildred Pierce for such high praise. This story doesn't play it safe. Beneath its polished costumes and period detail, there's a darkness simmering just below the surface, a tension that creeps up on the viewer until it's too late to look away. At the heart of it all is Kate Winslet, portraying a mother whose sacrifices for her daughter spiral into heartbreaking territory. Opposite her is Evan Rachel Wood, playing that daughter with such selfishness and edge that their relationship feels like it's heading toward disaster from the start. Viewers expecting a cozy, slow-burn family saga soon find themselves pulled into a world where love curdles into resentment, and every choice carries a cost. Unlike the 1945 film noir version, Haynes doesn't throw the shadows in your face. The grimness seeps in quietly, one scene at a time, until you realize you're watching a tragedy unfold. Winslet's performance keeps you rooting for an ending that becomes less and less likely, and by the time it's over, you're left shaken by how real and raw it all felt. There's no sentimental gloss here, no moral preaching, just a cold, elegant, and unflinching portrait of ambition, betrayal, and love gone sour. And maybe that's why this revival makes so much sense in 2025. Stories like this don't just fade, they linger, waiting for a new audience to discover them. Stephen King saw it back in 2011. Now, streaming viewers everywhere are realizing he was right.